Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Here's another early show. We all know why. First up, we have Tron and Tether teaming up to actually freeze about $9 million. I think it was like 8.7 or something like that. $1 million linked to the $1.4 billion Bybit hack. That's actually pretty cool. Then you've got Senator Elizabeth Warren going after SEC nominee Paul Atkins over his past interactions and ties with FTX. There's a reason. There is a reason. If you're going to go after somebody, that's a clear reason. Because there were questions already about Gary Gensler's involvement with FTX, both indirectly and directly. And now we're going to have another guy? Yeah, that could be not a good thing. That could actually be not a good thing. Then you've got Polymarket integrating Solana. Why? Because they think that it's going to increase their user base and make things cheaper. Increase their user base. You know, there was an article the other day that I put out, and it said that I think it was actually the research I did on from Bloomberg, that the idea of Solana and meme coins, people are just saying it's just a cesspool of scammers and rug pulls and everything else. So when I think about Polymarket trying to grow its base, that's all that comes to mind now. I know it's foul, but that's the only thing that comes to mind now. Because when I think about everything that Solana's doing, everything Solana's done, yes, it can decrease your fees so long as their network stays up. That's number one. Two, you're really going to have to pay attention to actually who's playing on there. So Polymarket has been enjoying a pretty good run, right? It's been pretty accurate, based on regular people, but now introducing... I'm not saying that everybody involved in meme coins is bad. That's definitely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of people involved in meme coins that are doing bad. There are a lot. When you've got a platform that's running on there that's, promoting meme coins, and everybody on there selling a bot to pump up your meme. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's going through my head. Still rattling around in my brain is just how deep do the ties go with Paul Atkins and FTX? But we can discuss that later on tonight. Maggie Wu, CEO of Crypto, I think it is. I think it's Crypto. Crypto Group highlighted her work in Web3 financial inclusion, challenges for women in crypto, and called for greater industry support in the diversity of founders and investors. She ain't lying. A hat tip to her. That's right. I'm definitely down with that. It's supposed to be an inclusive space, right? And for the most part, crypto is an inclusive space. But you have to look at where crypto lies. It lies in the financial industry, which is not necessarily all that inclusive. No matter what you might think that this is the new, the new financial piece and blah, 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 still have to deal with the old one, and not so easy. Not so easy. So I'm with her trying to do those things. Circle partnered with SBI Venture Capital Trade to launch USDC in Japan, or they're going to launch USC in Japan. When is that? Tomorrow. You'll be able to leverage USDC in Japan. That's a very big move, and that's a great move for Circle. A great move for Circle. So you know how I keep saying that Circle is that close to Solana in the rankings? Yeah, this could increase that, and just saying, things can happen. Things can definitely happen. Now, there are several commissioners within the SEC, of which Crypto Mom is one. Then you have Mark Uyeda, who is another, right? Four of those commissioners voted yes to keep going with the case against Elon Musk. Only one of them said no. Only one of them dissented. Who was that? Mark Uyeda. Or I'm pretty sure I'm ruining his name. I apologize for that. But it was that guy, the interim head. until Paul Atkins gets there, who probably would have done the same thing. So I actually have a lot of trust in crypto mom Hester Pierce. I really do. She doesn't take one side over the other. She thinks pragmatically. Oh, let me take a step back. She thinks, right? Forget pragmatically. She thinks before she speaks. She weighs things before she acts. So I'm going to trust her judgment that, yeah, that case should keep going. I'm pretty sure if you look at how things have played out, you'd probably say, yeah, I can't really say if he's guilty or innocent, but that's why there's a case. We need to find out. He's made a history of, not being found legally manipulative of markets, but he's done enough to move things. And he's always skirted and flirted with, crossing the line with the law. And right here it's saying, well, he possibly could have. And if he possibly could have, that means we need to stop and we need to say to ourselves, well, is that something we want to be involved with? Is that something that we want to let lie? If indeed that has been the case, right? And my answer is no, that's not what we want to do. So yeah, move forward with the case, please. And let the facts lay, where they lay, right? Then you have CRO. Why did CRO surge 35%? Well, it's because Crypto.com cut a deal with Trump Media, and together they want to launch crypto ETFs. There is absolutely no way in the world I would go near any one of those. Anything that comes out of that, nope, not interested, not even close. Is it going to be the water bottle company? Is it going to be the stakes? Is it going to be the university? Is it going to be the book? No, I'm good off that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not wishing them bad luck. I'm just saying that I'm not going to touch it. Things change, people change. That's true. But I'm living for my last name, and my gut tells me, nah, I'm good off that. I'm good to stay away from that. Now, Zach XBT says he's raising concerns over 70 billion token reissue, warning of potential price manipulation and long-term risks for CRO. Now, CRO, I believe, is now separate from Crypto.com. And so still, that's just another, but it was started by Crypto.com. So I still, yeah, no, I don't want to have anything to do with any, I sold my CRO ages ago at a loss. Not a big loss, but a loss. Any loss is painful. Don't like losing. I have a problem with that. I'm not a big fan of losing, if you will. So that was a problem for me. And something told me, don't go back. So I haven't. I still have the wallet, but it's like 0.00005 of a coin. Yeah, no. Yeah, be careful, please. Do your own research. Know your entries and exits. And absolutely invest deliberately. Okay? We do not invest on a whim, because we do our own research, we know our entries and exits, and we absolutely invest deliberately. That's what that means. And you have to do them in that order. That's the GMB 3. You can apply that to almost any investment that you want to go after. Business, crypto, stock market. That will actually help you. Can't hurt you to do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. Cannot hurt you. Cannot. Then what else do we have? Mt. Gox transferring $1 billion worth of Bitcoin ahead of its October repayment plan, right? And I'm guessing a lot of people are going to freak out because they just see the name Mt. Gox. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to say to myself, please stop. Please stop. $1 billion is not gonna hurt anybody. It's not. And they only moved it. They only moved it. That doesn't mean that they're selling. Can we finally get this story straight? It does not mean that they are selling. It means that they're preparing to pay people. That's what it means. Now, whether or not those people sell, the Bitcoin and do whatever, that's up to them. Because I believe they're getting crypto back. I believe they're getting Bitcoin back. And if they don't get Bitcoin back and they do have to sell to give them back the money, still, what's wrong with that? Give these people back their money. That's what they're supposed to do. So yeah, I'm not mad about that. I'm not even worried about that. Not even close. Then you have the U.S. Treasury lifted sanctions against Tornado Cash. I reported that, last week before last, which is great. That's outstanding. But the chief legal officer of Coinbase is saying, hey, look, listen, just because those sanctions were lifted doesn't mean they can't come back. So yeah, if I'm Tornado Cash, or I'm the developer of Tornado Cash, I'm looking at things right now. But I don't know if there's anything that, he can do because he built it already. What else is he supposed to do? So I don't know about that one. I'm trying to pay attention to that one, but it's a very interwoven kind of space because it affects DeFi, right? And the legal protections in that space, they're too fluid. This is one of the reasons why DeFi kind of scares me, is because the legal protections, the boundaries are way too fluid for me to feel comfortable. So I'm very careful about, what I would do in that space, what I would work with in that space. Like I said, do your own research. And then Fidelity experts compare Bitcoin and gold market forces that are hitting them, right? You want to know what they have in common? Liquidity and inflation. Right now, and I said it last night, you should go check out last night's show. Right now, what we have is a kind of synchronization between Bitcoin and tech stocks. But that doesn't always remain so. Right? Sometimes the signals are in sync, but they're not really in sync. Sooner or later, you get this. Right? Which means they're each going to be up or down from each other. When I'm looking at Bitcoin and tech stocks. But if I wanted to protect myself from inflation, gold and Bitcoin are going to be where I'm going to be. That's where I want to be at. Protect myself from inflation? Yeah, those spots. Especially Bitcoin. I mean, especially both of them. I mean, they're really kind of equal to me in terms of safety. Because right now, inflation, when you talk about market manipulation, everything that's happened so far this year has been because of the new regime manipulating the market to push Powell to lower rates so that the rates go lower, so that bank loans between each other go lower, so that they can avoid a bubble. That's not the bubble I'm worried about. It's not the bubble I'm worried about. Some might say it's the commercial market that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the commercial market either. Eddie, then what are you worried about? I said it last night. I'm worried about the $3 billion a day in interest payments that have to be made because of the $36.22 trillion in debt that the United States has. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. One of the reasons why I like crypto so much is that it's not state-sponsored for the most part, right? Beyond that, the really big deal is that for me, it removes myself from any fiat around the world. I can move my Bitcoin, drop my Bitcoin into any fiat. I can easily do that. But as long as I'm holding on to my crypto, my digital assets, I'm in a better place. Because things can go bust. Things can go bust. which is why, I tell people, know your entries and exits. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. Why? Because you need to know how to get into a coin and get out of a coin. You need to know how to get into a business deal and get out of a business deal. You need to know when to buy your stocks and when to sell your stocks. You also need to understand how you are going to do all those things. Not just the when, but how are you going to do all those things? Entries and exits. On-ramps and off-ramps. We spoke about that last night too. You should watch last night's video. But you know what we should do now? That's right. We should get into the numbers. We should absolutely get into the numbers. Bear with me. Alrighty, got my notes out of the way. Alrighty. So what are we expecting today? We're expecting some Fed speak, the Case-Shiller Home Price Index, more Fed speak, consumer confidence, and new home sales. Pay attention to those things. They don't seem like really big things, but those are economic indicators. I pay attention to economic indicators. There's a reason why they are there. Fear and Greed Index is at 46. It was at 45 yesterday. DeFi Llama, we're at $106 billion in total value locked. There are people out there right now that are going out, buying crypto, and investing it. Just saying. Staking their crypto, they're doing all kinds of things. This is why I pay attention to these numbers. This tells me, well, what's the faith in the market feel like? We're like, what, 101 yesterday? Yeah, 106 today. Not a bad move. That's a good direction. Right now, crypto or Bitcoin right now is up a little bit. You can see it popping up right there. But, we're still down from the 93,434 space that we really need to be in. This pink space right here, 93,434 to 99,655, that's really the space that I want to be in. Right now, we're operating between two different spaces. My lower space goes from 77,252 to 82,490. We're operating in between 82,490 and 93,434. I want you to pay attention to something. Look at the distance from here to 109. Okay? That's a $22,000 difference. That's a big move. I could put my money in there and wait, because I think it'll be within the next couple of months that it'll happen. Within the next couple of months, boom. That's what I mean. So pay attention to the numbers. On the big board, there are a lot of things to play with. Wow. I'm just looking here and I'm seeing just a lot. I'm kind of like, ooh. CRO's in the green, not touching it. Ondo's up. Link is up. Just look at that. Link is just looking beautiful. SHIB is up. I mean, I'd probably buy some more SHIB. I'd probably buy some more BNB. Definitely buy some BCH, BTC, ETH, XRP, TON, HBAR. Definitely buy some HBAR. XLM. Definitely love me some SLM. SUI is in a good place. 241. Yeah, I'd buy that. There are a lot of coins that I'd be looking at to actually get my little grubby hands on. And I keep looking as Ethereum and Bitcoin keep just moving up. Just keep moving up piece by piece. Even Ethereum. Biggest building platforms out there, like Chainlink, they're on Ethereum. Just saying. They're on Ethereum. Now you know why I love Ethereum. Fidelity's getting into the real world asset space. What was their choice? Ethereum. Telling you, don't sleep on Ethereum. And right now, it's on crazy sale. People seem to forget that the year-to-date last year was better for Ethereum than it was for Bitcoin at times. Just saying, just putting that out there. XRP is something else that I want to get into, right? But why do I want to get into these coins? Let's do it. The biggest losers today. No, let's do it by change. Yeah. So by change, let's see. Is anybody up here and I'm paying attention to? Remember, we have a 5% rule. Immediately, I stop looking. Look at that. Because everything drops below the 5% rule, so I'm done. Go over to the winners. Oh, look at that. Kronos is up 31%. I'm still not touching it. I don't care. Let's see. Who else am I interested in? That means something to me. Wow. SNEC is up 8% with a GMB X factor of 1.51. Just saying. SNEC could do it. SNEC could definitely do it. WorldCoin is up. I would not buy. I'm not a fan of WorldCoin. Do you see how far down it is? It's got a GMB X factor of 11.65. I don't think it's going to do it. I just don't think so. I just do not think so. Zcash? Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen this before. 91.47 GMB X factor? Yeah. Yeah, get your giggle on. Exactly. Doge is up 5.60% with a GMB X factor of 2.94. Beam is up 5.67% with a GMB X factor of 3.93. Interesting. Let's see. Ondo is up 5.57. GMB X factor of 1.29. Ondo is going to do it. Let's see. Pepe is up 5.18, and this is the last one that actually fits. 5.18 with a GMB X factor of 2.5x. I still like Pepe. But this is what I use. These are the tools that I use to actually make my decisions on what I'm going to be playing with, what I'm going to invest in. Because it makes a difference. It makes a very big difference. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, smash the likes. Tell your friends about the community because we have a lot more things coming. I don't know if you noticed, but yes, this is the new GrowMyBag.tv. We haven't launched it yet, still in beta. We still have a lot of people banging on it and testing it. I'm going to go check the feed. If anybody's there. Say good morning, everybody. Log in. That would be a smart thing to do. There you go. And let's check the Big Baggers is a private feed that we have, and we can do a lot of different things. Yeah, that's an upcoming thing that I've got going on right there. Notice how it says GMB3. I can't wait. Can't wait. Rod, thank you. I appreciate you. Everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.